WSTB, Clarksville. Hey everybody, welcome to today's session at St. Bethlehem's United Methodist Church with Pastor Richard Wesley and co-host Ashley Kettle. Enjoy.
Hi, and welcome to WSTB, Clarksville. I'm Richard Wesley, and I'm here in the St. Bethlehem United Methodist Church studio with our co-host Ashley Kettle. Hi, Ashley.
Hello.
Good to see you again today. Let's talk about what's taking place this Sunday. This will be October the 6th. It's Communion Sunday. In our 9 a.m. service, that's the traditional worship service, the theme for the day is how Christian living relates to faith. So how Christian living relates to faith. The story comes from the life of Jesus in Luke chapter 15, where the disciples go and ask Jesus to increase our faith. Now, in that service, we're singing two hymns that both come off of our favorite list. One of them is My Faith Looks Up to Thee, and the other is Faith of Our Fathers. So I want you to miss that. It's going to be an exciting worship service. Now, if you attend the Exploring Life in Christ Biblical Studies service at 11 o'clock, we're in the book of Revelation. We are in chapter 14. This is where we're told that the 144,000 have God's name written on their foreheads. God's name written on their foreheads. That's actually the baptismal sign of the cross. When you're baptized, at the end of pouring the water or sprinkling the water on you, even if you're immersed, at the end of the baptismal, the priest takes his thumb while it's wet, traces the cross on your forehead, and that's the sealing of the 144,000. We'll look at what that means in the Revelation. But I'll tell you one thing it indicates is that we, 21st century American Christians, get the wrong idea of us being free. We talk about being free in Christ. Well, what does it mean to be free in Christ? It actually means to be free from something, not for something, because we're actually slaves of Jesus Christ. We've just changed masters. We're going to look at all of that this Sunday. Now, we're going to pause here for a word from our sponsors, but we want you to come right back with us, because when we get back, we're going to hear Ashley's top 5 list for this week. So, stay tuned. Hi. Join us this Saturday. That's October the 5th?
Yes.
October the 5th at 10 a.m. right here at St. Bethlehem United Methodist Church in our community garden for a blessing of the animals. Now, you can bring any animal you want. We're going to have a blessing for the animals that day. Lady Galadriel is going to be there. Maddie will be there. We hope you're there too. This Saturday, 10 a.m. See you then. All right. Welcome back. Glad you stayed with us here. Ashley, you've got a top 5 list for us maybe today?
I do.
What is it about today?
Well, we're going back to my roots of introverting.
Introverting. Yes,
So,
you know how to do that.
I do know how to
You do
do
it
that.
very well.
And the top 5 that I've got today are things that only true introverts will understand.
Oh boy.
You extroverts are going to laugh and you'll get it, but you won't feel it like an introvert.
Okay, all right.
Number 5, anti-stalking. It's where you learn someone's routine so you can avoid them.
Nice.
You go to a restaurant. An introvert, goes to a restaurant, so maybe look at the menu ahead of time, rehearse in my head what I want to order, so I make sure to tell the waiter or waitress correctly the first time so I don't have to repeat myself.
Okay.
Number 3.
Never thought of that.
Sometimes you come in the office and I may not look like I'm doing something, but in fact I am. I'm quite busy in my head, maybe solving a problem, being creative, or just thinking, and I've got about 30 tabs open up there. All going on in my head at the same time.
Yeah.
Number 2, The worst sentence in the history of the world for an introvert. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
You don't want to know. And number one, imagining yourself in situations that will literally never happen. I have quite a few things that, yeah.
They're probably different from the way that I imagine myself in situations that'll never happen.
Probably. Probably so.
I'm probably headed one way and you're probably headed the other.
Yeah, I'm
Is that-
headed towards disaster.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
mine's always headed
Yeah.
towards good and excitement.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Ashley, thank you for sharing those 5 insights on introverts and introversion. Thank you very much. All right, that concludes this week's episode of WSTB Clarksville. We're glad that you spent this time with us. Say goodbye, Ashley.
Bye, Ashley.
Goodbye, Ashley. See you next week. Introverts. Interesting. I've never thought about the some of those.
Stalking.
Yeah, that stalking. That's hilarious.
It's a practice I practice.
What'd you call anti-stalking?